Whoa! My friend Dara did come off the ground a little bit there. Hello everybody! If you have found this video, you have found Woodzman Adventures, where I go out on my street bike, which is a Honda Goldwing 2023 DCT Tour. I also go out on my Honda CRF 300L, and I go out like I am today on the Honda CT125. And today I'm out exploring some really rough off-road on the Honda CT125, and just exploring some area I've never been on before. And I want you guys to watch this whole video. Stay in here for the adventure, because you never know what I'm going to get into. If you don't stay, you might miss out. It's just like me. If I don't go through a gate and try some of these trails, or don't go on some of the trails, then I might miss out on something really cool. And this is really rough stuff I'm in today. But this bike is the best one for it, in my opinion, because it's just so safe, so fun. But we're out here, southern Arizona, not too far from the Mexican border. The United States-Mexico border, I should say. Not too far. Way off out in here. It's a long ride out of here just to get back to any kind of paved road or a dirt road that is a normal dirt road off the trails. It's a long ways. But this little bike could go. And miles of smiles doing it too. The temperature today is 75 degrees. It's 2:25 p.m. We are at 5,457 feet in elevation. It's beautiful and sunny here in southern Arizona. What an awesome day to get out on your little Trail 125 or your motorcycle of any kind that you go off-road on and find your adventure. I want to encourage everybody to get out and just go explore. Now, everybody don't have what I consider this is a paradise here in Arizona, southern Arizona, a paradise for off-roaders on something like the Dual Sport or the CT125. This thing is just great. The trails just go and go and go. There's so many trails to explore out here, and as I've said before, I'll never be able to explore all of them in my lifetime, I'm sure. I can go on a lot of them, and I have been trying to, but I just can't go everywhere, but I'm working at it. And I just pick them off trail by trail using my Garmin Tread 2 right here. I get on here, I find something that looks good, I've never been on before, and I just go do it. And we find out if it's a nice trail, smooth trail, extreme trail. Watch out. And we never know till we get out there, because you can see on the GPS, oh goodness, that's rough. This is rocky stuff. That it's a trail, but you can't tell what it is. If it's smooth, rocky, if it's a big hill, or if it's, you can't tell that on the GPS. I'm trying to go around a lot of these big ledges here. Trying to pick good lines. So I come over this way through the military base, Fort Huachuca. You gotta have a base pass to go through there, but it's pretty nice having a base pass come through the base. And it saves a lot of my trip just to get over in this area. Actually makes it fairly close. I've definitely went more off-road miles like this today than I have paved miles, that's for sure. And like I say, I never know what's ahead of me, what I'm going to get into. I can just see the trail on here on the GPS. It does tell elevation on there, like it says 5,500 feet right there. I'm zoomed in at 200 feet is what I see, 200 feet radius on the GPS. Holy cow, what is that? Look at that. It's like a ramp of rock right there. The only thing I can do is go for it, Everett. That looks like a jump. It would be on the dual sport if you don't jump the Trail 125. I guess let's do it. Come on, boy. Whoa! My front tire did come off the ground a little bit there. So this little Trail 125, to me, it's worth the money. For the price of this thing, this little bike is worth the money. Yes, it's worth buying. If you're wanting something that's fun, that anybody can ride and be safe and have a lot of good times and not burn a lot of fuel, not high maintenance. Yes, this bike is worth the money. It's a bargain for what you get. Yeah, it's not like the old CT90s and CT110s and stuff that had the high and low range. But really, you don't have to have it. Yeah, it would be better sometimes where you could climb more, but I just figure, you know, if you can't climb it, probably don't need to climb it. And these are pretty good climbs here. I know the camera makes this look like I'm going on a flat road, but I'm not. I'm going a pretty good grade here. It's crazy how cameras make it look, you know, it's deceiving. You don't see what I'm actually climbing out here. Probably don't even see how rough it really is, but these rocks are no joke. If you're not paying attention, especially on something tall like a dual sport like my 300L, you really got to watch your toes. This bike here, being so low, whoa, there's a gate, is so much safer. It's crazy. Because I just put my feet down. You can on a 300L, but it has to be just right when you do. It's another por favor. So, Trail 125, I'm talking about how it's worth the money. The biggest thing is, if you get one of these, you want to go off-road, is get some tires on it and get rid of those little sissy things it comes with. Get some tires like these. These are 3.0017. Have the Trials GP1 from IRC on the front and a Shinko 244 on the rear. And I have that combination just because I want to try both tires. But get some tires is number one. You just, them things that's on there, you're just going to bust a tire, have pinch flats. They're just no good for off-road. Even though you can do it. I have. My first ride out I had a flat, but I done it. Get some good tires. Some hand guards is nice. And these are just some cheap hand guards that I got. And they was too long, so I cut them down to make them fit. They're cheap ones, but they work pretty good. It's just so if I do drop it, and really I've only dropped this thing pretty much like in the sand a couple times because the deep sand made my front tire dig in and I fell over. But out here, it's just so safe, I really don't go down on it. Hopefully I didn't say that and now I do it. This is rough stuff. You can see here, this stuff I'm going off of here. I'm just trying to pick the best part of it that I can. And it don't matter what year of these you buy. Now, if you buy the 23, I think it is, and up, then you get the version that has the oil filter on it. So I would recommend that. Get the one new enough that it has the oil filter on it, like this one. This is a 23. And just depending on what color you want. I like this green. They've been making some different colors. The mustard kind of grows on you. I didn't think I'd like it, but it's not bad. The mustard looking yellow. And then the gray looks pretty cool. But this stuff out here is no joke. I mean, it's really not. Hope you can see that in the video. But the little bike, like I said, it's worth buying. It's worth every penny. Oh, I don't know which way we want to go. Probably back that way. Here goes a big old jackrabbit. I thought it was a stinking deer, baby deer, but it's a jackrabbit. I don't know if you guys could even see it there. That thing was big. They get huge, and them ears are like way up there. I don't know where he went. He gone. Them things are fast. So fast. So I'm going to have to look on the GPS here in a minute and see where I need to go. Zoom out a little bit. See where these trails go. There's so many trails. So I say I wouldn't want to be out here without the Garmin, the Tread 2 or the Zumo XT2, Zumo XT3, either one. They're all great. Even the old Zumo XT. That's a great GPS. Nothing wrong with it. It's a little bit smaller, but that's it. Holy cow. You gotta go slow across that. I don't want to bash my skid plate in any worse than I already have. I put a lot of miles in this thing. Doing this about 3,000 miles. And almost all of those are off-road. Most of them are off-road. I'd just say 2,000 off-road. 1,000 on-road. Because I rode mostly off-road on this thing. I ride just a little pavement just to get to where the off-road is, and then there I go. Hang on. Whoa, slow down. Go gassing, and then there's a rut in the road. I get crazy. You won't regret, I wouldn't think, if you're like-minded like me, you won't regret getting one of these. It just depends on your attitude, what you're looking for. If you're wanting something, you know, crazy extreme to run with your dual sport buddies or your dirt bike buddies, and or on the street and go, you know, 65 mile an hour down the road, you're just not going to do it on this. You ain't going to be happy. Don't buy it. If you're wanting something to putt around town, and you can still go off dirt roads, gravel roads, and even extreme stuff like I've been on today, this is a great little bike. Super fun, super safe, cost efficient, 125 mile a gallon. Yes, this bike is worth buying. I have an awesome time on this thing. I need to stop here and just see, where should I go? Man, they just go and go and go. I don't know, really. I just don't know. There's so much to do, so many places to go here. There's a lot more out there that I haven't been on. Trails go everywhere. I've definitely got to come back and pick off a lot more of these trails. My goodness. So I'm guessing I'll take a right here, see where that goes. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off here in this video. I first want to thank my number one sponsor, who is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He is the Savior of the world. He's the Savior of me, and He can also be the Savior of you. I also want to thank you guys for coming along for the journey, following my adventure. I also want to thank you for checking out my links below when you purchase things for the Honda CT125, the Goldwing, the 300L. You can go to my Amazon store. You can go to any of my links. You can go to my Rocky Mountain ATV MC affiliate page. Any of those, it helps support my channel, helps me keep doing this, keep making videos. God bless you all. Click that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. You'll be notified when I put out a new video, and we'll catch you all in the next adventure. Right on.